I belong to myself. This vessel, it belongs to me. It's the one I picked to live this experience in. Um, I'm just sharing myself with the world. While I am playing a role of a woman, because I don't always agree with the things that some of my sisters may do, I won't even say that I belong to the gender of woman either. I belong to myself. And I go in and out of everything that's here. All of these different options that are here, I my free will allots me the energy to do that. I don't belong to anyone here. So when I hear people, anyone or anything here. So when I hear people say, I belong to my culture, I have to do this for my culture. I really I just shake my head at that. I sigh my head to that, and I tell myself that don't have nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you at all, because at any moments and in a lot of moments, um, people done wanted to revoke this such thing as a black card from me. And my thing is, I give it over freely because I came here to do and be me. In spite of what anybody else that shares a similar hue as me is doing, I don't belong to the world. I'm a gift to the world. I'm here for a short amount of time. I'm a visitor on here. So I don't have to adhere to anything that any other human being is doing, because I don't agree with everything what every human being is doing. I have to agree with what it is that I am doing. I have to agree with the steps that I am taking and just observe other people's steps. I voice my opinion about things. And yes, I will say that I am also judgmental in that. And with me just being honest and admitting who I am, I'm judgmental, I'm opinionated, and every other human being is too. But I don't have to march to the beat of the same drum that everybody else is playing, especially if that beat that's being playing does not do anything to my spirit. If it doesn't make me lift up or the hairs on my arms or my whole entire body raise up, I know that's not for me. And it doesn't matter what my mama is doing, my children, my brothers, my family member. If my essence say, that's what I'm sticking to. I pledged my allegiance to me a long time ago because I've witnessed what pledging your allegiance to things outside of yourself can do to a person. It divides the person from themselves. I saw all of the outside division, and I said, okay, you know what? I don't want no parts of none of that. I'm going to pledge my allegiance to myself, and that way I can go in any one of these factions that I want to pick up what I need and keep it moving. For me, that was a very responsible thing to do as a being that knows that I have a right to change my mind and that I will change my mind over these decades that I've been here. I've been here 4 decades so far now. So the best thing for me to do was not to pledge my allegiance to anything outside of myself and only pledge my allegiance to me. Go tinker and play with what it is that I liked at that moment, and otherwise leave it alone. Complicating my experience is not it's not something that I consciously wanted to sign up to do. It's not something that I consciously wanted to sign up to do. So therefore, I did not. I saw what it did with other people. And I'm a quick study on a lot of things. And being the inquisitive child like all of us are, what I was observing, I was paying attention to what I was feeling. So I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna let that be my truth, because I don't like how they do each other. I don't like how they do themselves. So guess what? I'm not gonna do that. I belong to me. I don't belong to any other faction except for this faction that you see right here. And I don't need much loan myself. I just gift myself to anything, and I help myself to anything that may excite me. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to choose you. I ain't ever really understood why people made it such a big deal to choose them, but I get that it happens. It's a part of their journey. It's a part of their journey. That's the simplest way to put it. It's a part of their journey when a person chooses to walk away from themselves. You may come back, you may not. All of that is written in your particular unique journey. That's something that I know for a fact, and then I ain't gonna ever argue with somebody about that. But as for me, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. Certain things I did not have to experience to know that I don't want that for me. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing it. So I don't belong to anything just because I resemble it. I belong to me because I am the only thing that I know to be true and to be definite and to be certain